led a classroom. I'm proud to have been a principal and led a high school. And I'm proud to be a superintendent and lead a school system like Lynchburg City Schools. So I'm also proud to have this many of you on a Thursday afternoon. Now, I know Thursday's in college. Thursday, please. Who wants to be in here talking with a superintendent at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock? So I thank you for your time, and those watching elsewhere, I really do. So thank you very much for being here.
Now we're going to open for questions. If you guys want to ask anything related to the things he said during his presentation and everything, you guys have the chance now.
Okay. Anything? Are you? Who wants to be a teacher? That's what I want to find out. Everybody in here does? Wow. Oh, that's good. One of the things I have to tell you, yes, ma'am.
Well, if the suspension rates are so bad, why don't you just use the alternative? Like I live in Rockbridge. I'm from Rockbridge County, and they use in-school suspension. They don't send them home.
That's right.
So they still have to do all their homework, but they don't get to be with their classmates. I don't know if that really helps, but I don't know who's teaching them when they're in school suspension. But
It's a great question. One school is doing it this year for the first time. One school's never done it, and well, why do we want to do that? But figuring out how to keep students there is one of the ideas. The other I think that's going to help is more common expectations, where some students feel this student gets the deal because his family's connected, or he's connected, or she's the quarterback, or, well, he's the quarterback, she's the, well, maybe she's the kicker, quarterback, and this kid over here, oh, hey, too bad, go home, and your mom's not going to call anyway because she's got 2 jobs and doesn't have time. So fairness matters to students when it comes to discipline issues. Anybody else with any questions? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
These high poverty, high minority schools might not have the option for technology like you were saying. Do you have any advice for teachers maybe in the school, how they could personally incorporate technology without funding?
Well, that's great. One is the grant process. Really, we're trying to do more with grants. There's private foundations. One of the things, again, a reformer group, Michelle Rhee, really went out, and a lot of it got caught up about vouchers, just being honest, but she went out and recruited a lot of private companies to come and try to pour in money for technology, for teacher evaluation. We've done all of our technology trial. We're using textbook money, and in our elementary schools, we're using Title I money. Instead of putting it on just adding more teachers, it's trying some of this technology and giving more training. Here's the issue. Ultimately, honestly, and this school has been a model, you've got to train teachers a little differently to use technology. They're nervous they're going to lose control. Hey, everybody, look at me. Now you're looking at the iPad or the tablet, and they've lost control. If you're still a good teacher, there's a time to take it out, there's a time to put it away, there's a time to look up here, there's a time to be in a small group. And part of it is just that teaching. The other part is, I would say, is be sure you're asking your principal, is there money? Sometimes teachers are not advocating enough, hey, I need this, here's how it would work. Come with an idea and have it thought through. Not just give me more technology. I need this because it'll help with this, and I've seen the research. And to be honest, today the amazing thing for a lot of you, you can go out and Google and find, a list of federal programs evaluated on reading or math and what works, and go, hey, why don't we have this in our school? And because we have local control, which people are proud of in America, and I'm proud of it too, we don't always talk well with one another. In China, there's one test from one big national government. Here, each state has a different test. Then each school board decides something a little different. So that's one of the other things. Really go and tell your principal, here's what I need, here's how it would work, and then make sure they come to your classroom. If you don't have your principal come into your classroom, here's another reform thing. You go and go, I need you to see me if you want me to stay and do this work, or I'm going somewhere else. You deserve to be respected, and you won't be, what is inspected is respected. And we've got too many principals Not just, I'm not talking Lynchburg, but I'm talking overall, and it is a tough job, and I was a principal, but you got to be out in classrooms every day seeing what teachers are doing. You can't lead from behind a desk in an office. And that's one of the issues nationally going on, is the disconnect between policymakers who are not in classrooms every day and teachers who are going, hey, here's the reality of what's going on. Yes, sir.
How, with the whole iPad situation, handing out iPads to students, how do you guarantee the fact that the students are actually going to pay attention? Are you going to limit internet use? Are you going to limit the App Store? Because if you give them the access to iPad.
Yeah. This is the big debate going on right now. That's why we're doing 2 trials. The teachers aren't going, oh, my God, the kids, they're not listening anymore. We've got to answer that. I think great teachers still command respect, whether the student has a crayon in their hand, a pair of scissors. And I'm trying to think about what I had in high school in my hands that was so exciting that the teacher would not. And, I mean, that's part of the problem. I think technology is a way to get kids. Kids are tuned, they're plugged in before they get to school, and they're asked to plug out during school, and they plug in when they leave. And that model, it's just we have to change. You all are really, you've been born in the digital age, and we have teachers still teaching in an analog age. I'm proud that I still had records when I went to college, but hey, I had a phonograph. I graduated in 1990 from Georgetown. I went in '86. I had a phonograph and an electric typewriter. And by my sophomore year, a student from Jersey showed up with a computer and went, hey, look at this. I mean, we've got to keep moving with the times. And I don't think it's a loss. I think teachers are going to have to teach differently. You all are going to have to help show your colleagues, because when you go to a school, not everybody's going to be your age, showing them, hey, it's okay, here's how you do it. And that's part of what we've got to get over. Part of it is fear of, wow, am I going to be as good a teacher in this new world? And that's a fear. And instead of beating up on teachers, we need to give them more professional development about how to do it. Yes, ma'am.
You talk a lot about the need and the name of the student and the parent. I think it's wonderful in making it personal, much less business-like. But how, because the parents will still have needs also. And I think the Give Me 5 is a great practical idea. But many of these parents are also coming from the same home that these children are coming from, and they're creating the problems that the children are enduring.
Yep.
So, is there any needs that you can meet? I mean, you can only go so far until you become socialistic.
Yes. This is the issue. One of the things we're looking at, again, I'm in Lynchburg, I'm going to say something, and then it's going to be in the press. But we're looking at what I'd call wraparound services at a school, where right now Centra gets flooded with people with no medical care who just go to the ER. What if they could come to their child's elementary school and get checked for a physical? Not major stuff. You're not going to do surgery in elementary school or anything. But, just the basics. Just to come, hey, check in, and wouldn't that be a lower cost way of doing medicine? And they're showing up to drop their kid off anyway. We've got to start to explore some of that. And it includes social and emotional. One of the biggest problems has been there's federal law about student protected information, including even here with college students, who has a right to see your stuff, and even with parents. And can government and schools come together to share information? Oh, did you know this mother has some psychological issues and really needs to meet with a psychologist? Right now, it's been like Child Protective Services is over here, schools are over here. I mean, we do talk, but could we talk more? Let me leave you with this, because I know you're all ready to get out of here. Here's something neat we're doing this year. Boys and Girls Club, right? Boys and Girls Club of America, great organization. Denzel Washington went there, big supporter. They've done an agreement this year with Dunbar Middle School and Boys and Girls Club. Parents sign away that they have a right, the Boys and Girls Club, to get any student information from our school. Now, real time, the Boys and Girls Club gets, oh, you were tardy to 2 classes today. You got to be on your interim. You know what? You're not going to do Boys and Girls Club fun thing number 1 until you get over here and get this addressed. What if we did that for the football league? Because we call some parents to go, no, my son has football practice. He's going to be the next, Troy Aiken or Michael Vick. No. And that football goes, no, we just got the report card from the school. There's no practice today until this report card comes up. That's what it means to be a community. But before, we've been hampered about sharing certain information. Can we get parents more and more to agree? And all but maybe 3 of the parents at the Boys and Girls Club agreed to sign away this legal piece about sharing the information. So I'm very excited about how that turns out, and I'd love to do more of it going forward. I don't want to take any more of your all's time on a Thursday afternoon, but thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Sure.
Katie has a gift from school for you
thank
coming
you.
here, and appreciate it for your time.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Well, blessings to you all. Thank you for what you do, and I hope to see many of you around in education for a long time to come.
Yeah, great.
Great.
Before Steve starts, please sign the sheet. If you want
Thanks.
to
Thank you.